Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. My name is Ninjutsu Evolved and this is MXGP Career Mode Part 28. Now, for those of you who weren't away with us last time, I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to go away and check out any previous videos that you may have missed. 2, 1. Okay, so last time out was the Lausitzring in Germany and we were pretty dominant. The first race, we didn't get the best of starts. We got taken out going through the first corner by Strybos. But we battled us way back through the field to win the race. And then in race number 2, it was pretty much lights to flag. It was pretty much from the second, we didn't get the whole shot, but before we started the first lap, we already had established a fairly comfortable lead. We'd already built up a nice little gap, and then we just continued just to ride the pace that we had. As 3 laps were all within, during that race, as 3 full flying laps were all within half a second of one another. So we had a great pace. And the next round is going to be Bastogne, which we're going to jump to in a minute. Just a quick reminder of the standings. We have a 56-point lead at the top of the MX1 World Riders Championship over Clement Desalle, with Dycker in 3rd on 60. Now, with the fact that we have more than a double's worth of points at the top of the standings, means I'm very hopeful that we shouldn't be throwing this championship away. And yeah, hopefully over the final 3 rounds of this career mode, we should be able just to maintain his gap, stay out front, hopefully get another race win or 2, and of course wrap up this championship before all is said and done. So before we jump into this round at Bastogne at Belgium, we'll just quickly look at the options. As per usual, it is 3 lap races with races only and realistic AI difficulty. Professional riding physics, with the only assist being an automatic gearbox. So we're going to jump straight into this round number 12 of the MX1 World Championship Part 28 of MXGP Career Mode. There are only 3 episodes left in this season, including this one, since there are only 3 rounds left in the championship. So let's see what we can produce. Yep, so here we go, Bastogne. Last time we were here in MX2, we were on the back of having 3 doubles. We'd had doubles at Kegums, at Havinkia, and at the Lausitzring. Excuse me. So when we came here last time, we did get a win in the first race. We managed to get, we got 7 race victories in a row, and then in the second race we finished in 7th, which was enough for us to maintain our lead in the championship. We had a fairly sizable lead at that point, quite similar to the situation that we're in at the moment. So we're going to jump straight out onto track. We're going to select as gate for the start. As per usual, we go all the way to the outside. So, 3 rounds left in the season, 6 races remaining of this career mode adventure. I hope those of you that have been with us all the way through have enjoyed it. If this is your first episode, please feel free to go back and check out all the previous episodes. But as per usual at this time, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to work. Okay, so that didn't feel too bad. Front started to come up a little bit there though. It's a fairly slow but it's deceptively wide corner. We can pick up a fair few positions on the outside there. And we're already up into, we were already up into the top 3. Got the power on a little bit too early and the drive just took me wide. That was a fairly sloppy mistake. I'm now trying to get that was a bit too much of a corner cut really. Now I'm all over the place. I'm trying to remember where I am on this track. We just need to stay with these people. We stay around people like Dycker, who is one of our major championship rivals at this point. Dycker and Desalle, both Belgians, so both will be looking to do well at this round, their home GP. My home GP, of course, is the round after this at Bastogne Basin in the UK. And now we're just looking to try and find a place on this track where we can get the job done. I think we've been able to pass Dycker as we go round Van Hoorbeek on the outside and then cut underneath Bobryshev. There's Philipparts. We should be able to do him into this corner just with the run that we had. He's hanging in there, but I think that might be job done. He's still coming back at us. He's not giving this position up without a fight. I can respect that. Oh, and lose the bike coming down the hill. Bit too much turning angle. Ooh, as we hit the jump and then get a horrible wheelie and an awful clip from Cairoli. This is, oh no, don't take me off track. So again, it seems as though we do have a fair bit of pace in sections of this track, but the little mistakes like the last time we were here seem to be creeping in. Try to set ourselves up. Nice run around the outside, get on in front of the Dycker, a little bit of a cheeky bot pass, didn't mean to hit his front wheel. Definitely not with his back tyre anyway, because that is normally when these riders will pitch us off of his machinery. Cairoli seems to have got it wrong through that corner. Like we did on the lap before, we got caught up on that verge in the middle of the track, that little berm. Luckily, on the last lap, we didn't lose the bike. Well, we did, but we didn't come off the bike, so we didn't lose as much forward momentum as we might have done. Now it's trying once again to run down the likes of Jeremy Van Hoorbeek. I think he was battling away with Yevgeny Bobryshev, but yeah, Bobryshev seemed to have upped his pace and started to try pull a gap. Get the job done on Van Hoorbeek beautifully through that corner. Now we're going to try and, oh, don't know how I got away with that. Very surprised I didn't come off the bike with clipping those bales. I'm quite surprised it didn't reset me as well. So we put a cheeky little block pass in on Bobryshev. He had to get out of the power. Gives us an opportunity now to get a run back on Phillip Arts. Try and get ourselves back into a top 3 position. Some comfortable points. Oh, and a foolish little dive bomb. Putting the fastest lap of the race of a 1:41.999, even with those mistakes, as Van Hoorbeek and Bobryshev all over. Starting to really get into a fight with these guys now. Try and take a similar line to what we did against Dycker, but we'll take a wider angle and try and carry more speed. Get the job done on both, so that's Van Hoorbeek and Bobryshev both overtaken again. Hopefully that's the last time I should have to repass those guys. Just need to keep this clean now and try and chase down Phillip Arts. The race victory may now be out of reach. I cannot see the leaders at all, cannot see the front two. I can only see Phillip Arts in that 3rd position at the moment. So it's going to be very interesting to see who it was who was able to get away at the front. If it's Desalle, then we may very well be losing a few points of his championship advantage here. Like I say, this is both his and the Dyker's home GP. They're going to be looking for maximum points. We're just looking to score as much as we can to maintain that healthy advantage that we had at the front. Now trying to set ourselves up on Phillip Arts. Oh, and the bike just starts getting very unstable through the corner. It starts to snake under power. I think that may be 3rd position, 4th position pretty much. There's a little bit of the track to go, much like I did the last time we were here. I'm forgetting exactly what corner the final corner is. This is it, we're approaching now as we ride off the track. Tommy Searle takes a victory at the front, no idea who was 2nd. Phillip Arts 3rd and ourselves taking 4th. That's a decent result. Clement Desalle does get 2nd place though, so he's going to take a few points out of us in this championship. After that first race, Kenny Dycker finishing down in 9th. He can see his championship aspirations slipping away. So a great ride from Tommy Searle out front on the Kawasaki. We finish 4th, we lose 4 points to Clement Desalle. So if I'm right at this point, the championship advantage is now 52 points in the rider standings as we prepare to head straight into race number 2. Just wait for everything to get ready. You know, it wasn't a bad, once again, wasn't a bad race from ourselves. We showed with that middle lap, that 2nd lap, that we did have pace, but just mistakes are creeping in around this circuit. It's a circuit I enjoy. It's just not a circuit I've ridden very much. At least not recently anyway. I mean, a lot of these tracks are tracks I've not ridden a lot recently, but there are certain tracks where the rhythm just seems to still be there, and there are certain tracks like this one where there are flashes of brilliance, but overall it just doesn't seem to be enough on this high difficulty setting. But we did get a win last time here in MX2. I'm going to be looking to get a win before we leave here today. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to work. Okay, that start felt okay. Front wheel started to come up again, but we've got away a little bit further up than we were before. Ooh, got a little touch from Paul in there as we try to go around the outside of everyone. Clement Desalle gets the whole shot. He's got away with Bobryshev and wait. Ooh, we get the front wheel clipped by Bobrishev's Honda. Both ourselves and Yevgeny have a nasty little case on that landing. We hug the inside, now we're in P2. I think we might lose that through that corner. We ran very far out, we got right onto the dirty stuff, right onto the fringes of the circuit where there's no grip. Philippart's has shot back up into second. He's had some, to say he's not a full-time rider in this series, I've not seen him at every round, but the last 2 meetings he's had great pace. Oh, I think that might be us now, firmly in second. So now we just need to keep it together. Very much like we did at Uddevalla in the second race, ride within our own limits. Not push too... Ooh. Once again, the bike getting very unstable as we try and hold so much speed. With Desalle forcing us to the inside of the track. I'm very surprised that we didn't hit anything. He left us very little room to play with. It was clean. He left us more than a bike's width, but there wasn't a lot more to play with other than that. Just walking the tightrope. Oh, that corner is awful. The way the corner cambers away, you get too high on that verge, on that crest, that hill that's built into the middle of that corner, even wide again. We can just stay in around about this position. Even if I don't beat Desalle, the championship advantage is considerable. We very nearly get into Philippart's. I think there was actually slight contact. Luckily Buffer's still on his machines. I think he had to back out of it then as we came across the track on him. I wasn't aware of the fact that he was still there. So Desalle leads and now we're trying to just keep everything clean and stay with him. To the best of our ability, we need to put in fast laps like we did, like we showed in the first race. Just again, it's minimising the mistakes, it's riding within our limits, it's trying to keep this gap coming down, which it does look like it is at the moment. We're running a bit too hot into that corner, but we managed to recover it well. Set ourselves up to go around the outside. Still there with him. He's ridden straight across into us. I think he's cost himself a lot of time there as we run straight off the track again. That corner is awful. There's some horrific corners on this circuit. And Desalle has once again, he's just jumped straight back out at the front and given himself that big advantage. We've got that corner a little bit cleaner this time though. Ooh, somehow we didn't come off the bike as we clipped the bail. We go nearly we go over a second quicker than Desalle over the first lap, with him having a 2-second lead. And remember, we did make a fairly sizable mistake over the course of that lap. If we can eliminate that, then we should hopefully be able to contest for this victory. We need to keep it clean because it is Dycker trying to chase both myself and Clement Desalle down. He's in third. He knows he needs a race victory. He knows he needs as many points as he can get from this second race to keep his championship hopes alive. We're now really hounding Clement. We just need to look for a place where we can put this pass on absolutely cleanly. We don't want to give him an opportunity to fight back, and we don't want to put ourselves in a position where we're going to lose control. We set up to go up the inside on the jump, contacting mid-air, but luckily neither of us came off with machinery. And that might be it. We're fast through this corner. We need to be careful. No, not to drop the bike. It's an easy mistake to make there. I wasn't lifting off the power as much as I should. I was probably being too aggressive into the corner. But the bike does tend to get unstable and very choppy through that section. And we're chasing down Desalle. 2 corners to go. Put ourselves underneath and on the inside. Oh, we dropped the bike. No way. Clement Desalle will win. We will finish in second. Ken Dycker, I believe, we will have been who set the fastest lap of the race. He finishes in third. So there you have it. Desalle first. Desalle's finishing second and Dycker taking third place. That's going to be another 3 points that we're going to drop to Clement Desalle in this championship. We do still finish on the podium for the Grand Prix. But if I'm right, our championship lead has now gone down from 56 points to 49. We have, however, gained another 8 points on Ken Dycker, so I believe Dycker will now be 68 back. Yep, absolutely right. So we're 49-point lead over Desalle and a 68-point lead over Dycker. With 2 Grand Prix remaining in this career mode championship, in this season, in this entire series, provided we don't throw it all away. So it's of critical importance that we try and get. We have to try and, to make it a mathematical certainty, we have to outscore Desalle by a single point at my home Grand Prix in Matterley Basin, and believe me, I'd love to secure my 2nd consecutive World Championship at my home GP. But ladies and gentlemen, for this part 28 of MXGP Career Mode, that's pretty much it. Just get a quick look at MXGP Mag. You know, it's not that important, but you know, since it gives us it, we might as well have a look. It's going to have Desalle looking very confident, and probably a statement from our team manager making everything sound like doom and gloom. Oh no, okay, it just has the World Championship standings. We're on 471, Desalle on 422, so as we say, a 49-point lead. Oh, Jeffrey Hurlings has lost another race. Jeffrey Hurlings has had his 2nd position of the season, but for Jeffrey Hurlings, what a championship year. 24 races, 21 victories and 3 second places. As I've said before, it is completely different for the AI when we're not racing against them. But for this part 28, ladies and gentlemen, I will leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. There is a complete playlist with every MXGP Career Mode episode available there for you to watch. But until next time, part 29 from Matterley Basin in Great Britain, my home GP, where we were hoping to secure this MX1 World Championship. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all again next time.